Alright, so this is the weekly recap for week commencing the 23rd of February, and unfortunately this was another partial loss for myself this week. I'm going to talk through my analysis, of course, all the things that I saw. This may be due to the news of the US going to war with Iran. We noticed that price started to consolidate pretty much throughout the week, and I decided to take my partial loss and come out and just wait for a better opportunity. Also, February as a whole has not been the best month, right? I took week 1, no trades, week 2, partial loss, week 3, full loss, and ending the month with another partial loss. And compare that to January, which was my best month in my trading career so far. It just goes to show that, you can come from a high to then to a low, and we've got to execute our plan consistently and just ride out those bad periods. So I'm going to share my analysis in a second. If you've got any questions, of course, drop them in the comments below. If you have got value from this as well, don't forget to give a thumbs up, and let's go on to the charts. All right, so here we are on DXY. Again, if you've watched the previous videos, this is how I do all of my analysis. So first of all, just to take things back, we swept previous yearly lows here. Then a prior week, we came into this daily fair value gap, and then price respected it, and we inversed this bearish fair value gap. So this bearish fair value gap, we got run through, so it disrespected this bearish one, creating a very small bullish fair value gap there. So that's what we call a inverse fair value gap, just here, okay? So my plan of the week was that I wanted Monday or Tuesday to ideally come into this daily fair value gap and react from it. And we did get that on Monday, so I'm just going to play this back here. And you can see here, this is the Monday candle, pretty much a doji candle, but it came into that. And if we drop down to the lower time frames, we can see that once it came into this daily fair value gap, we have displacement, right? So that's clear 1 hour displacement for me, plenty of fair value gaps, an aggressive move as well. And it's something, I was able to, see in the morning as well. So this is the pattern or the, plan that I trade pretty much every week, okay, for my swing trading. So this was displacement away from the fair value gap, and that was enough confirmation for me to feel like that this was low of the week. And this week, by the way, it is still, low of the week. So this trade idea was not invalidated, okay, because price action did not come lower than this point. So that low of the week, if I'm trading the weekly candle, I believe that this was the low of that weekly candle, okay? So how'd that look on EU? We had the opposite, and it was this displacement here on the 1 hour. And I think I got in around about here, something like that. And then I believe that this here, this one here, this was high of the week on EU, right? So we trade the opposite direction. So that was the trade idea, targeting previous weekly lows here, 1.7. I was letting a runner go for 1.2 with the anticipation of this getting swept, okay? So this was pretty much my trade idea. And as you can see, I'm just going to play this forward in a second, but we had lots of aggressive moves up and down, but price didn't break the high or the low of the week. So it's pretty much a ranging week. And this may be due to, the US potentially, going to war with Iran. It could be that, the news wasn't announced publicly, but as you know, I'm sure a lot of people knew what was potentially happening. So you can see here, it was just ranging and ranging and ranging, and we're on Friday right now, and we even had news out, and just still, the high of the week or the low of the week has not been broken, okay? So this trade idea is still valid for me. It's just that I did not like this price action. That is pretty much a barcode price action, right? And if we just measure this range here from the high of the week here to where it went, that's 69 pips of movement, right? That is very, very small. And if we go on to DXY, we can also see if we measure from the low of the week here to pretty much the highest that it went is 646. That's very, very small, right? So you can see this low of the week was not broken, but neither was the targets on DXY, okay? So that is pretty much consolidation that I've been caught in twice this month, and I decided, I think I came out for a loss. I want to say it was a Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday, pretty much around here. No, it was Thursday, sorry, came out around about here on this Thursday, and it was like a partial loss. It wasn't a full loss, but it was a partial loss, and I decided to come out. I'm glad I have, because the news of the US and war combat was announced, I think, on Saturday. So thankfully I'm not holding this swing over the weekend. But yeah, this is the actual trade recap. So unfortunately, February's not been a good month. January was my best yet, but February's absolutely been awful for me so far. But it hasn't deterred me, as long as I keep executing my plan. I wasn't complaining in January, even November, October last year, September last year, at all. So plenty of opportunity for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting better price action. I don't know how the markets are going to respond to the news of the US and Iran combat, but I'm still going to be executing my plan as long as my criteria has been met. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week and this month, thankfully. So yeah, we're going into a new month of March, and hopefully we bag some winners. If you want to watch more of my videos, please go back. January, you'll see the winners play out. February, there's not been much to share with you guys, just because it's been an awful month. Okay, and speaking to people out there who trade as well, they've had trade forex, have had similar opinions on that as well. So that's enough for me, guys. Hopefully you've got value from this. If you have got any questions, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.